Hey, how you doing? You probably can't hear me because I'm running the engine and I have the doghouse off, and basically I'm checking the transmission fluid because it's been like when I start it and I go and I don't let it warm up, it'll just sort of slip out of gear, right? Until it warms up. And I had that problem a long time ago, and then I had the mechanic top it off with transmission fluid. This is a common problem in Ford older cars. Like, they'll drip and leak, and then eventually the transmission fluid will get too low, and then you'll have that slipping problem. So it's been literally like 3 years since I did that. So now I'm gonna do it myself. So I checked online to find out what type of fluid. So for this older engine, I'm using this transmission fluid. This is a Rexall RX RV, and yeah, it's got a Ford 460 engine, I think it's called. Anyway, this is called the doghouse. This cover, they call it the doghouse. But I was just about to fill it, but the dipstick said to check it when it's hot. So in idle. So yeah, let's do that. So this is the transmission stick here. So let's see, what does it look like? I can't tell. Alright, yeah, it was pretty low. Yeah, that's not good at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple quarts. I bought this let's see, this funnel. Will it even fit in here? Let's see. I don't know, it's barely okay. So I guess we do it like that, huh? This thing's at an angle, so you know, well, there. Okay, that should work. Let's go ahead and pour it in. I don't want it leaking. You know, it's a pretty big transmission. I mean, it's basically like a truck engine. Alright. So I'm not going to let that run in there. And then we're going to test it again. Let that run in there a little bit. Alright, so I added a quart. Let's check it again. Can't see anything. Wow, it's like, oh, okay, there we go. It's really hard to tell. You know, I'll try again. Okay, I checked again, and it's just hard to tell. Like, it said check when it's hot and idling, and I did, and it looks like it might have too much now. I mean, I put a quart in. I mean, it was completely low at first, but maybe it just was a little bit low. It's hard to tell. Anyway, I'm about to check again when it's cold, see what it looks like. So, yeah, I don't know about that. It looks like I put too much in. That was weird because when I ran it, it was completely, there was nothing on the stick at all. So I thought, oh, it needs a quart. So I put a whole quart in, and now it looks like it's above the line that it's not supposed to be. So I'm not sure. So let's see. I'm gonna ask the AI what it thinks. Anyway, that's it for now. That's all I'm really doing here. All right, we're almost. Another piece of great news is that I was able to take care of my registration. Man, I mean, just being in LA, you're gonna get all kinds of tickets, right? And so I have $1,300 in tickets, mostly from LA, $100 from Pasadena. I paid the Pasadena one. I'm hoping I can get a payment plan in LA. Sometimes you can. But I had $400 in registration fees. And so I paid that. I paid for my insurance. So now the only two things left is the tickets and the smog check. I mean, by the time I'm all said and done, it's going to be $1,000 just to get this thing street legal, right? It's just ridiculous here. But this was a major milestone today, getting that registered. So my registration fees are paid. I just need to get the tickets cleared and the smog check. So that's gonna, I don't know what they're gonna ask me to pay, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. I'll talk to you next time. We're very close to our goal of leaving on the 1st of September. All right, bye.
One debt to society later.
But the last time we were here, I was checking the transmission, and it looked pretty empty. But then I ended up putting a whole quart of what do you call it? Transmission fluid in. Then I read that you shouldn't do that because now it looks like I've overfilled it. I keep thinking it's like oil, and it's not. It's different. It's a different system, and just a little bit can overfill it. And even in my giant RV, right? So I'm not really sure, because I realized later that when I checked it, the stick, like the fluid was kind of in the tube that the stick goes in. So when I pulled it out, even though I wiped it and pulled it out again, a lot of the fluid that was stuck on the side was on the stick, so it was really hard to get a reading. Same thing happened in my car. So it's been like a week since I did that, and so I'm hoping that it all drained down and now I can get a more accurate reading. The problem is, like, you can get like a dry reading, and then but to get a proper reading, you're supposed to run the engine and then test it. I don't know. I mean, let's see. Let's try again. I have a lot to say, but first, while it's still bright and daylight, let's do this. All right, so here's the front of my RV, and this is the dog house, they call it, which is really the engine cover. So we're just gonna pull this back, and that's the right there is the transmission stick. So let's check it. All right, let's check this out. Let's stick it in again. It does look like it's overfilled. It really does. It's hard to tell, but it does. And they're saying that, see? Wow, how did I do that? That was dumb. That was really stupid of me. I have to go under. To go under and drain it. me something. That the last thing I need is like transmission problems. Yeah. And it's hard to tell if that's don't have anything across here. Yep. Too much. I put too much in. That's what I did. So I need to get under here and I need to check and see. Alright, so I'm looking under here and that's the pan. And I don't see a drain plug, which is what I need. You know, that's what I need. Yeah, I don't see a drain plug. That sucks. So I'm gonna have to use the you can put like a baster hose in there and just like pull it out of the tube. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Let me look on the other side. Yeah, there it is, and I do not see a drain plug at all. At all. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh well.
The following day.
Alright, that's it right there. We might as well check the fluid again. The hole looks big enough. Let's hope it is. I don't know. That's where it is. You see that? Definitely too much. I really overdid that. So let's open this thing. Some scissors. So I have this here. Let's open it. Scissors. It looks like a good thing to have. I had one of these before, a similar thing when I needed to put brake fluid in the brakes, but I don't know where that thing is. One of the problems with RVs is like you don't know where stuff is. I'm actually working on an app called Dream Mobile to help manage an RV and cars and boats. And you could like put where you put stuff and then remember. Anyway, this is this piece here. And multiple hoses, and there's this other hose. I got this container to put it in. Put the extra fluid in. I wonder if this will fit. Before we even do anything, let's go see. Alright, so I'm trying to see if this hose will fit in this hole. It looks like it will, but I'm not sure. So far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. Yeah, it's working. That's great. Wow, it definitely gets in there. That's great. So I'm just gonna leave this here, get the rest of it. That's a really good sign. There's hope yet in the universe. Okay, By the way, I'll include the tools in the description in case you want it. You know, if you want these exact tools. But basically the way this works is the top part is what's being pumped and the bottom part goes into the receptacle. So I'm going to connect the bottom hose here, and this one's cool. I say get a high quality one because I think some of them the hose pops out, but this has like a hose locker thing. You hold it in, you insert the hose, and it's locked in there. You can't really tell, but see it's locked in. It doesn't slide out. And then you put that in your receptacle, which for me is going to be right here. Right here. You can't see yet. Okay, and then we're going to do this hose as well. Okay. And let me push this in all the way. Okay, it's in there. Now let's pump away. Hey, it's coming. I don't know if you can see. It's coming right along. Oh, thank God, because if this didn't work, I was gonna have to go and remove the what do you call it? The case. The tray that holds the transmission tray at the bottom that holds the extra fluid. I was gonna have to go under there and remove that. So let me see if I can get a whole quart out of this. I don't know how big this container is. I'm just gonna move excess. That's like, I feel like this thing is a quart, I really do. Alright, I think that's enough. What do I do with this extra fluid? This is a problem. What do I do with it? I guess I just pull this out until it's not in here anymore. Wow, what a mess. I'm making a mess here. Oh, it stinks. It smells like... Now, let's take this out. Okay, good. Here. Okay. Clean my hands. Oh, I tell you, the freaking drama, man. Now, let's put the dipstick in and see what it says now. that looks better. But it's still above the hatches. So I need to remove some more. See, you want to see? Can you see? See, it's still above the hash lines. See those two dots? It's supposed to be between those two dots. So I think I need to remove some more. But that's not even an accurate test because you're supposed to do it when it's when it's running and hot because it expands. So right now it's not hot, so it's not an accurate reading. So I actually should remove even more. I think. I'm gonna remove it to the bottom. I should put a towel here. Let me do that. Getting this stuff everywhere. Shop towels. They're just heavy-duty paper towels. Let's put that here so that I'm making a huge mess. This hose is staying here. That won't stay. Okay. Let's try this again. What I learned the hard way, is changing transmission fluid is not the same as oil because the pan is very shallow, so you don't need as much transmission fluid. It's not like oil where you're just flooding the engine with oil. So you're only supposed to add like a third of a quart at a time and then check the level. And I just went ahead and assumed it was pretty low, not knowing anything, and I added too much. I added a whole quart when I probably should have just added like a third of a quart, if that even. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe and bring all this out. Okay, one more pump and then stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I think this is too much. I need to empty some of this somewhere. Hold on. Okay. The problem is if you put too much in, it can blow the seals on your transmission. I think those are like these things that like if it gets over pressurized with too much fluid, these are like emergency exits for the fluid, but it pretty much ruins your transmission in the process. So you don't want that to happen. They say you shouldn't drive it at all. All right, so let's test this. Stick the dipstick back in. See if it's any better now. You know, the newer vehicles, they don't let you check the transmission like this. You have to take it to a dealer and pay $300 just for them to look at it. Well, it's really hard to tell. I can't tell what this is. I can't tell. I guess because it's all on the dips on the side walls of the thing. I can't tell what's going on here. It looks better. It's hard to tell though. Really hard to tell. Oh yeah, it's below the thing. See? But I still feel like it's too high, you know? Which, how can that be? Don't add if in crosshairs area. Check when hot. Oh, I get it. The crosshairs are when it's hot. Okay, I need to remove more. Let me try one more check, and then. But I think I need to remove more because. Yeah, it's in the crosshairs. Some more. Anyway, I'll tell you the result. You don't have to watch the whole thing. So basically I put the funnel back and I put the excess fluid back into the quart container, which is what I added. So there's a lot left. So I think I siphoned out too much. So I'm putting back what I siphoned out. This is the excess that I siphoned out. And then I'm just going to add a little extra because it does need a little bit more. So this is, I'm just going to add a little extra like that. Nothing fancy like that. And I'm going to add that. I feel like okay, I'm going to add this extra that was in the hose. And that should be good enough. You know, maybe it wasn't even low. I don't know, man. You know, I just don't know. I don't know. This is really frustrating. I guess I could have just taken it to the shop, but just to do this little simple thing. Alright, well, that should be about right. I just added a little extra from this. Quart, just a little bit, and should be good enough. I'd rather be a little low than too much. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's test it now. Well, it's in the crosshairs now, but it's hard to tell. It really is. It really is. So I'm gonna let it sit for a while, and then I'm gonna start it and see how it drives. But I feel better now. I got all that fluid out. All right. Well, that's it for now. Let's put this back. Now you know how to check your transmission fluid in your RV, in your older one anyway. Okay. Whew. Wow. Well, it's time for some coffee. So I bought some coffee, but I mixed it with my own coffee, so I could have like double coffee. But yeah, that was quite the adventure, I have to say. All right, it's ready. It's ready. I'm just gonna pour it right back in this cup. Yum. Yummy, yum, yum. Yummy, yum, yum. It's a mocha. Got this place down the street called Quench. They make pretty good coffees and stuff. Ooh. Anyway, wow, what an adventure that was, huh? I just need to chill for a minute here. It is too hot. Let me let it cool down. I love my coffee extra hot. Oh man, RV drama, man. It's always something. So if you get an older RV, you're gonna have these kind of issues, you know, and it's always something. Just, you know, try to at least, if you buy an older one, get one that has a good solid engine, transmission, at minimum on that. And then I would say brakes, but you can always upgrade your brakes. It might cost you a little bit, but like my brakes cost $2,300, which was more than I paid for the RV. But now I have a good brake system, so I don't have to think about that. And then after that, it's just kind of, you know, a bunch of little stuff, right, that you can handle. But dang, I've just been, you know, my car, which is a 2000 Ford Explorer, the brakes just went out today. Like, I have to get those fixed. They're like squeaking now and grinding, and just out of the blue, I started doing that. And I just topped off the transmission on that one, thinking that, hey, you know, I'll fix that. Now it's one more thing. I just gotta go make it. I just gotta hunker down this week and just make a ton of money and get. It's just a bunch of little annoying things that money would solve, right? Like I need a good $5,000 or so to really get to the bottom of all these things. I'm hoping the city gives me a payment plan on my tickets. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. It's great. But that siphon thing, that's gonna come in handy. I'm gonna add it to my tool supply list of things, and yeah. So anyway, it's technically a work day, so I guess I better get to work. I do a tech business remote. I do all kinds of tech support, whatever, tech help. So yeah, gotta make some money. But I would move it now. I should, but during the day around here, there's a lot of students, and there's usually a lot of, all the parking spots are taken. So, although it is summer and a lot of the students are gone, like it's completely empty over there. Maybe I'll just park over there. Maybe I will. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm just gonna park across the street. For now. And next Sunday I'll move again. That's what I'll do. So technically I'm not in a 72-hour. This warning, it says it's a 72-hour warning, but it's also a registration violation. So I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll move over there just for now, just to solve this problem. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, it's hot and I'm burning my tongue. All right, well, that's it for now. If you have any questions or anything about all this stuff, just ask me in the comments. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let's free everyone from the Matrix. Okay? Nomad out.